Alright, cool. 1 second. About to do. Yeah, stay where you are. I'll do the monitor stuff first.
Check, check. Check, check. Yeah, I mean.
Good?
Yeah.
A little better?
Sounds great.
Alright, we gotta do guitar too, so play down a little.
A refreshing dialogue, you know? I mean, music is a language.
You're doing it with other people, so you're having more of a conversation.
Conversation with anyone at all, it's all improvisation.
You're asking questions, you're inquiring, you're pulling on previous knowledge.
There's a sense of community to it.
You know, what's great about the improvs is kind of learning how to have that conversation with another musician on stage.
Coming up with something as a group and feeding off each other.
Something that you have just made with a stranger is the most fun improvisation that I've experienced.
Going with the flow, that's what improvisation is.
An open jam is very different than an open mic. An open mic, you would just come here, usually play as a solo artist, not necessarily have to, but you have a few songs to play, you've planned your songs.
And it's just about that one person in that time, and it's generally rehearsed.
With an open jam, it's just multiple people on the stage. Most of the time, they've never met each other.
People on stage determine what chords, what keys they want to play in.
There's no sign-ups, you just kind of figure it out. Like, do you like the key of A? I'm like, I love the key of A.
It's much more than just the individual. It's forcing a group of strangers to work together.
In fully rehearsed music, you're expecting the players you're with to lock in on specific parts, and when they don't, it's frustrating.
Jam night, you gotta be open to like the opportunities of what's gonna happen on stage, and you're gonna be mixed in with.
It takes these kinds of open spaces to, I don't know, people need that opportunity.
The fact that it's an open jam is open to every person, no matter what your skill level is.
Jamming has become just a really fun way to experiment and work on my ear.
It kind of elevates your musicianship to force yourself to play with these new people.
You're expected to lock in, but from a different angle, from a more organic approach.
Really is like whoever's trying the hardest is having the most fun. It's really awesome to see someone just get up and give it their all.
Different when there's like people, you know, because you have like an audience that's listening that's like not involved.
It's a more unique experience. Like it's for those people in that moment.
The way that they can just move off of each other is insane. Somebody will be playing something, and then another person will be playing something, and you can hear that that other person is hearing that other person.
There's nothing more, nothing less.
Even the rookies are good, you know, how they just learn how to still stay on tempo and on beat and flow with the rhythm.
But this is a place that you can come to if you're a new musician and cut your chops playing with musicians.
I've improvised and jammed in just, I guess not in front of people, at like a bar. That was here.
There's more of these open jams going than I know about. This is the only one I've been to in my life. I've been improvising for many years.
The first open jam I ever went to was here at the Grape Room. Pat Durkin and the John were hosting. I didn't want to stop going.
It was a huge impact in my life with getting to play on stage and improvise on stage. And it was big for my band, and we got asked to host the Grape Room Open Jam for the first time at the end of 2013, and we ran that throughout the first few months of 2014.
My old band used to host the jam in like 2015. We ran it entirely ourselves, and then we had another band that did a couple weeks, and we did a couple weeks, and we traded off a little bit.
I started hosting the open jam with Ethan Cain after stuff started opening back up.
Quarantine happened, COVID was a thing.
People kept asking me, hey, when is the open jam gonna start up?
When Scooter, the owner of the Grape Room, made the call to start the open jam again, he thought of Ryan and I first, and we were happy to get on board.
The average musician wants to just work on their chops or meet new people to play with.
I think my favorite part would be the connection between people, meeting people every week.
It really comes down to the people and the openness of it.
The person that you saw play 3 songs ago, you might be like, hey, I'm getting up on the next jam, you want to play?
It's a really unique vibe. Like, everyone is very friendly.
It's a super awesome collective of people that show up, and also like one-off people that you get to meet.
And to play these rhythms and these genres and these progressions that normally you wouldn't do.
It's a melting pot of genres. A lot of the other places are pretty niche. You know, it kind of stays in one sort of vibe like through the whole evening. Snarky Puppy, Robert Glasper, Derek Hodge, Yusef Days,
Ornette Coleman, Eric Dolphy,
Humphreys McGee, Lotus,
Fish, The Grateful Dead, Widespread Panic,
Weather Report, John Coltrane, Miles Davis, Billy Cobham, Lenny White.
It can go off into a fractal, and there's a lot of different possibilities it can go into. I lived in like Scranton, Wilkes-Barre area of Pennsylvania. This kind of night doesn't exist.
I'm from Portland, Maine. We didn't have anything like this back in Maine. There wasn't anything like this I could jump into.
Some of the best Philly musicians come out and get together and play, and there's been multiple bands that formed.
There's just so much talent in the city. There's so many people that come out.
It's a living kind of entity right now, and it's just really beautiful to see it still going.
When you give people a outlet and an environment to be free and feel safe and just be themselves, the best comes out in people.
There's no conversation. As being the upper, as being the
we all know you're way younger than you look.
As being the older,
no, other way around.
As being the older classman that went to college all my life, just taking this class here and there.
You're the fucking shithead.